Like around 3 years, I did the preparation for the UPSC exam. From 18 to around 20, I did like lectureship. I was a lecturer and mentoring to the like 11th and 12th science student as well. 15K per month. Like at the start, the private colleges were not too much enough, and started giving the interview for that as well. But that didn't work well, so then I decided to have some programming language. Actually, I was not getting the job for the first time because it was very tough actually. So as soon as some company recruiters sees the resume, first they would be having the like internal interview, and then they would be having the like client interview as well.
You know, what does it take to beat the hardest challenges of your lives? That is never give up attitude. And to present the real world example of it, I have invited someone who has actually done it. Someone coming from the chemical engineering background, saw multiple failures in the UPSC preparation and then survived on the teaching job, and now started working in the data analytics domain, that too on a tech lead role. Isn't it super motivating and inspiring? I know it is. So make sure to watch this podcast till the very end, because from his life experience you will be learning a lot. Because in any case you are stuck into these kind of similar situations, you will get to know all the experience, that how can someone get into the data related job profiles, how he has done it, what kind of challenges he saw, and specifically getting the interviews and in between whatever happened. So all the meaningful insights you will be getting from this podcast. So watch it and show all your love, like it in the big numbers. And if you are new to the channel, then hit the subscribe button and press the notification icon so that you don't miss these kind of motivating stories. And I have a very special announcement to make for all the aspiring data professionals, specifically those who are coming from the non-tech background. Because if you remember, I have said this thing multiple times, doesn't matter what kind of non-technical background or different job profiles you are coming from or having a career gap, then data analyst and business analyst are such kind of job profiles which can help you to get started in the tech job, and that too in the data domain. That is why we have launched our very first batch of live classroom business analyst bootcamp. Enrollments have started in this bootcamp, and just to tell you that this bootcamp will be for limited number of folks, so seats are filling really fast. You can visit www.growdataskills.com to enroll in this bootcamp, and you can find the link in the description as well. Live classes will be starting in a week of time, so hurry up. And if you have any query, any doubt, you can give us a call or WhatsApp message on this given number, and we will be able to help you. So what we are going to cover in this exciting bootcamp, so everything will be starting from the business analytics oriented stuff, like getting into the basics of it, and everything will be from basic to advanced in this bootcamp. And also the understanding of important things like Scrum and Agile frameworks, and understanding the requirement gathering and documentation with proper case studies, things like BRD, FRD, DRD, RFP responses, and many more important things. You will be getting the deep understanding of business domains with proper and industry level case studies, then getting the basic to advanced level of expertise in Excel and the Power BI and the SQL. And then most important will be amazing industry grade projects which you will be adding in your resume, and your profile will look top solid. There will be proper live doubt sessions and offline doubt support in the private Discord groups, and dedicated placement assistance as well, like helping you in resume making, LinkedIn profile making, Naukri profile making, quizzes, assignments, their solution, interview preparation guide for every single module and topic which we are teaching. And at the end of the bootcamp, certification of completion as well, which will definitely give you an edge. So what are you waiting for now? Hurry up and get yourself enrolled in this amazing business analyst bootcamp. Link is in the description. All right, so thank you so much, Sagar, for joining me in this podcast. I'm really excited to have a conversation regarding your journey, because I personally know it is very inspiring, very motivating. But before that, it would be really good if you can give a short introduction about yourself, like educational background, where you worked previously and currently where you are working.
Thanks, Shashank, for inviting for this podcast. Yeah, and it was really nice to like connect with you. So yes, myself Sagar, and I'm basically a mechanical engineering graduate. I graduated in 2015. So like around 3 years, I did the preparation for the UPSC exam till 2018, and then from 18 to around 20, I did like lectureship. I was a lecturer and mentoring to the like 11th and 12th science student as well. And then it was the lockdown period. I like out of the like college, and then like everything was shut down. Then I started my journey from there, like to have some better career opportunity. So then after 22, I get into the like IT, and then from right away, right, I'm into the IT industry only. So right now I'm working as a technical lead in a data analysis part.
So, I mean, this is very exciting, Sagar. I must say, lots of things you have tried, lots of ups and downs you have seen in your journey. So, I guess the whole conversation and your experience will give a very bright perspective to anyone who are stuck in these kind of situation and they feel they won't be able to make into the IT industry. So here is the live example in front of you guys. So make sure you extract all the information from him. So Sagar, let's start from point zero. Share something about your college life, like when you were there, what was actually going in your head, what were your actual plans, and after graduating, what did you start, right? You started working somewhere, what was that job? So share something about that.
Sure. So I think it was the time of 2009 or 10. So every people was like going into the like mechanical engineer, kind of like mechanical and civil. At the time of 2010, it was a booming kind of like, so and I was also into that part as well. So I took the admission into the like mechanical engineer as suggested by my cousin brothers as well. Then from 2011 to 15 I did my mechanical engineering and all. So that time I was not having any kind of the plan like what to do next or what, because after 2015 as well, like it was like for the mechanical engineer it was tough to get the job into the market. But then I decided to have the like something to have the different, like, so I started the UPSC preparation. So I did the UPSC and the other CGL exam preparation for the around 2 to 3 years, around 2018. So the kind of the mix of, then I started teaching to the like into the colleges as well, and then the mentoring to the students 11th 12th. And so basically I was teaching the physics and the math subject kind of. So till then I was okay till 2020, but it was the lockdown period. Then I decided to move the some like stable career path. Then I move ahead with some data IT part.
Yeah. So, like, how much you were earning in your teaching period? I mean, how much was that?
It was kind of very negligible, kind of, you can assume like around 15K per month. Like at the start, the private colleges were not too much enough, but 15 to 13K I was earning in between, like including my mentorship into the like 11th and 12th classes as well.
Like, just on the borderline of survival, you can say.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, first of all, I'm very impressed. I mean, with the kind of journey you have, UPSC, teaching background, and made into the IT industry, now closely working in the data domain. So, my question is, what was that point, and how did you realize that you want to transition into the tech field? Because everyone have that triggering point that now I want to do this. So when did it happen? How did it happen? What was the thought process behind it?
As I said, like into the lockdown period, this changed everything. Like so I was sitting around 1 year doing nothing, just sitting at home. So then I like communicated with my multiple friends, those were into the like IT as well. So I was like again I had to like put into the like into the mechanical civil or where I wanted to go. So then I realized that the IT was booming at that time. So I connected with the multiple like IT colleagues, and then I decided to have some like, let's have a try for the 2 to 3 months. Let's have a preparation and what's the like company wants. So then I started my journey like first of all from the SQL, and then I learned for the 2 to 3 months SQL and all the kind of the databases, and started giving the interview for that as well. But that didn't work well. So then I decided to have some programming language. Then I got to know like kind of the programming language that has to be there. So as I started with the Python, because the multiple colleagues had suggested like the Python is easy to learn, and that is like from non-IT background, if you are switching into the like IT background, so the Python would be your friend, good friend would be. So it was like I given around 3 months into the Python, and around this whole period was around 6 to 7 months. I got my first job in 22. Yeah, it was kind of like I can say like within the 7 month, those including the 2 to 3 months of the SQL and the 3 to 4 months of the like into the Python.
Yeah. So where did you get your first job, and what was the designation?
Firstly, actually, I got as a Python developer. Yeah, actually, I was much interested into the data side, but it was tough to get into the directly into the data side. So I like whatever I get as a Python developer. So I joined there.
Okay, and what was that starting salary for you on the Python developer role? Like prior to that, you were earning 15K as a teacher, but how much it changed?
But right, exactly. But that was magic of the IT company. But I skilled myself into the 4 months now. So it was the double of the salary what was I was earning. Like it was 15 to not much, but 15 to 13K per month. I was able to draw from my first salary.
So now, as you mentioned, like you are working as a tech lead, that too is specifically in the data analytics field. And before that, as you mentioned, you were into the Python developer. And when we specifically talk about the analytics field, there are some specific skill sets are needed. Okay. So my question is, how did this transition, right? Maybe someone into the IT industry transition into the data domain specifically, how this transition happened over the period of time, what kind of demanding skill set you acquired, and got this particular tech lead role.
So what my experience is that there are the lots of things to learn. Even if you wanted to into the data partner, there are the multiple every people knows the data engineer, data analyst, and then the many things are there, and the many tech stack is there to learn actually. So the major thing is to have someone to be put into the company from the start. I started with the Python and just with the SQL. So pretty much I was experienced analyzing the data, and also whatever the company I joined, that was into the data field only. So yeah, somewhat I got the my hands on into the analyzing the data, fetching the APIs, and then they doing the using the pandas and all, then the manipulation into the Excel sheet and all. Then I started my journey from there.
So this is how you moved into the tech lead role.
Yes, actually. So from 2022, actually I got the junior role. And then within the 1 year, I switched another company, and then I got there as a senior developer. And then third company, it was the technical lead. So it's just about how much you can upskill within the time period, because there are the I feel there are the if you can't learn, so the time phase doesn't suits to you. So that means within the time period, you should be upskill yourself within those time periods to have the better package and all, to have the good standing point into the company.
And during all this learning process, transition, and your experience, did you also work on the dashboarding side? Plus, did you actually focus on some certifications? Did it help in any way if you got some certificates?
So being frank, I didn't have any kind of the certification. Just what are the requirement of the company, I just learned from the YouTube. And then I tried to get into the route, so how to solve that actually. So that's what the company wants actually. So it's not about the certification.
All right. So maybe one question I personally wanted to ask, because you have seen so many ups and downs in your life and the way you have moved into this journey. Any lowest point of your life you want to discuss, and how did you come out from that one and restarted everything? Because that is the part where most of the people easily get into the depression and not able to come out from that one. So how did you manage it, if you want to give some life lessons to the audience?
So it's just about the dedication toward the work, whatever you are doing. So that's all depends on, because I was very clueless into the where I wanted to get in, but focusing just for the 3 months into the IT really get me into the stable career path. So just hard working is the only the key. If you are putting your 2 days or 3 days, just give your 100% to that part. That's all.
Okay, so in your journey, you did not feel demotivated at any point of time?
I failed actually. So actually I was not getting the job for the first time, because it was very tough actually. So as soon as some company recruiters sees the resume, they see the mechanical engineer, and they don't know, because I was not having the hands-on, but I need to be have the hands-on from the company itself. So it was very tough, but I managed somehow.
That was probably my next question as well. You came from mechanical engineering background. and after that almost 5 years of career gap due to UPSC prep and teaching. So how did you even get the interview calls for the technical jobs? Did companies, recruiters raise any questions on your past background? Most importantly, how were you applying for these jobs because you had no technical background?
Yeah, at starting point, everyone faced the like difficulties. So I also faced the very much difficulty, but it was the luck by chance. Like at the time of 21 or 22, I think that was a golden opportunity for the fresher for the IT fields. So actually, as soon as I created the like profile at that time, so I was getting the enough call, but I was not able to crack that because I was not having the hands-on. I didn't know the like what programming language, what the like SQL and kind of the things. But then I realized that there are the opportunities. Just I have to work hard over the like what the company wants to. Yeah, that's what the thing.
Okay, so like which platform you were using for the job opportunities?
But only the just two, majorly into the like Naukri.com, the first one and the like, and the second one is the like LinkedIn.
As I asked in the question as well, were these companies, recruiters raising any questions about your background? So how you were answering that one? Because a lot of people are not able to justify. So what did you answer to those questions?
So it's just like definitely they will question something. So there was a like you have to find out your paths. So when I created my resume, at that time I used to hide like my mechanical. So in terms of the qualification, I only mentioned like I had the graduation part only. So I mentioned the like the junior. So what the HR sees into the resume, they further process the things. If they see the like mechanical engineer, civil engineer, they will directly decline the your resume. But if they don't see the like they see only the degree part, so you have to figure out how you can get into that side.
And what about other part? Like, did they ask what you did in between 5 years? Because that also has to be justified.
Right, obviously, obviously.
What did you answer for that one?
Yeah, same actually. So many of the recruiters they understand like there might be happening in the like career gaps and there some other conditions are there. So they understand the things and later that all depend upon the like how you are giving the interview. That's all. If your HR proceed with your resume, now that's your part to be clear to clear those process.
How did you prepare your resume and how did you show experience and exposure of the project in that one? I want a good and detailed answer from your side. That what were your strategies while preparing your resume, in which section you were putting project, how you were defining it, and something like that, whatever worked for you.
Okay. So at the start actually, so for the very first time, so I learned some basic of the HTML and the CSS. So I created a simple personal project based on the Django. So Django was also the like majorly used by the company. So I used the Django and the HTML CSS, and I like created as a simple page, and I put those into the like into the my resume to get shortlisted, so that the people will know ki, like recruiter will know ki I did something like hands-on like the Django, the HTML CSS. And then after I got my like first job, then I will be having the like multiple things to be put on the resume. I will be having the multiple content. And for the resume at the start, I used the like template from the online sources, but later I used like latex code is there.
You might have got the questions from the hiring manager and any interviewer who took your interview. I'm not talking about the recruiter only. So in the interviews, how did you deal with these questions? How did you convince your interviewers and hiring manager that although I had a 5 years gap, non-technical background, then how did you convince them that you are a good fit for this particular job role?
Okay. Yeah. That makes the like very hard to like convince for the recruiter, because the recruiter only says the keyword into the resume. They don't know the how much people knows. So we sometimes need to like convince like that. Suppose some recruiters wanted to have the Mongo databases, so we need to explain them like I have the knowledge of the like SQL that are similar to the like Mongo kind of like structure and the non-structure that we have to explain somewhat to the some recruiters. But there are the some recruiters that they have the like basic understanding like if someone is having the like certain gaps, so they will proceed based on the keywords on the resume and all.
So any instance you remember where hiring manager had a discussion about your past background and you were like, maybe he will reject me, but he didn't?
Yeah, so that was the time actually. So into my first company actually, so my manager knows he actually, yeah, he is from the mechanical background, so he won't be knowing the like basic architecture and all, but that's our part too. If you get into the IT field, get the knowledge as like as far as other IT peoples are having, that's our responsibility.
As you are working currently on the tech lead role for the data analytics position, so just for this role specifically, when you moved from previous company, what was that entire interview process, right? How many rounds were there, and in each round, what kind of questions you were getting asked? So if you can elaborate that one, it would be very helpful.
Yeah, sure. At the point of the senior position, so at some point actually I decided to move ahead with the another company. So I prepared my resume well, and then I uploaded that on the Naukri and the LinkedIn. Two platform is like more than enough. And then as soon as if you're getting the call, so there are the lots of kind of the thing like first they would be having the like internal interview, and then they would be having the like client interview as well. So basically at this time people are having 2 to 3 technical rounds around, and then the one manager round, and then the final HR discussion would be. So at the first round, if it was the internal, so it was a like basic question of the like from the Python only. So just to have the clear idea ki this people this candidate knows the things. And if as the second round or the third round goes, they goes into the like deeper of the in-depth knowledge side, like how can we optimize the SQL queries and all. So what are the like behind things are there, like how the indexes works. So these are the like advanced level of the question works into the like upper side.
And there wasn't any system design type of round, system design kind of questions?
From my part actually they didn't ask. So
okay, nothing related to data and all.
Data related they ask, like basically they asked to say like if you know the advance of the pandas or no. There are the like pandas is not a little framework, but it is a like a large library. So they, if they wanted to have something like that, they ask like how in depth you know about the pandas and all.
So at your experience level, and considering your rough background as well, you were earning 15K in your teaching background, then almost 20 to 30K in your first job. So now you have come a long way. So at your experience level, if someone is coming from your type of background, how much average salary they can expect from these type of companies for this role?
Okay, so that totally depends on how your interview goes actually. So that totally depends. But if you ask me like average, so this can be the in between 3 to 6 LPA. I think people should get.
Okay, so 3 to 6 LPA to get
easily
started, or at this tech lead role?
Till the tech for the tech lead role, that totally depends on the you actually. So means how much you can demand and how their budget is, like that totally depends. So it can goes up to the like 30 LP and the 40 LP as well.
So you interviewed at multiple organizations. So on an average, how much they were agreeing to pay you?
It was for the 3 years of the experience. I was getting in the average of the 15 to 20 LPA.
Cool. That sounds pretty good. I guess people have got the good insights, and apart from the insights, more important, they have got the motivation that this is something which is not a impossible kind of thing. With the right dedication, motivation, strategy, plan, consistency, you can crack everything. You can get started in a very decent career. You can earn really well. So you have a real world example in front of you guys. So take some inspiration from Sagar, and from today onwards, just get started with your passion, whatever you want to do, maybe a job into the IT sector, you want to switch into the data industry, whatever it is, just plan and get started. That's the only thing. No demotivation, nothing like that. So thank you so much, Sagar, for joining us today. It was a very wonderful conversation with you. All your experience was really helpful for the audience. And yeah, I can totally say that you are a true motivation and inspiration, and all the very best for your future. I wish to see you achieve new heights. And a very big thanks from my side and from the entire audience that you came here and shared your experience.
Yeah, thank you. It's what nice interacting with you. Yeah.
So yeah, that is pretty much I had for all of you in this amazing podcast. I'm pretty sure you have got the important life lessons from Sagar's experience and how he was able to achieve his dreams. So if he can do it, you can also do it. You should also have a never give up kind of attitude. And if you find this meaningful and insightful, then make sure to give a like in the big numbers. And if you're new to the channel, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the notification icon as well. And also don't forget to get yourself enrolled in our very first live classroom batch of business analyst bootcamp. Live classes starting in a week of time. You can visit www.growdataskills.com and you can check the link in the description as well and get yourself enrolled as soon as possible. If you have any query, any doubt, then make sure to give us a call or WhatsApp message on this given number and we will be able to help you. So do it right now and we will see you in the live classes.